Right, hey up everyone, and today I'm going to be talking about what I think happened to Joey in Mafia 3. And basically what I think happened to Joey is that number 2, at the end of number 2, I reckon he survives, but Vito doesn't know he survives. That's what I reckon happens, because otherwise Vito and Joey, they'd be, well, you'd at least see Joey with Vito in Mafia 3 somewhere. But I reckon on the trailer it says, like on the Vito trailer at the moment, like the Made Man one, it says that he's betrayed by the family and exiled by the Mafia. So I reckon it could mean one of two things. It could mean that Leo betrayed him, then tried to kill him, or it could mean that Joey was there, went after him and tried to kill him. And it would make a bit of sense if Vito didn't go and save Joey. Well, go and try to save. Well, say if Vito was there, went to save Joey and Joey didn't know, then it'd make a bit of sense, because then Joey would think that Vito didn't even care. At the same time, though, I also think that Joey will even make, well, that Joey will make a brief appearance in Mafia 3, because Joey, well, because I think Vito still doesn't know his fate, and he won't know his fate until we get into the story, just like we won't know his fate until the same time that Vito will. And there's been quite a bit of speculation that at the same time Joey could be Lincoln Clay's father, which could be a possibility. I don't see that happening, but it could happen. It explained quite a lot. It could, if it did happen, it could explain some stuff. So let's just say it did happen, right? Let's just go to the Magical Dude Island and pretend that it did happen. Yeah, if that happened and Joey survived, then Lincoln really wouldn't be in the position that he's in, I don't think. Because he wouldn't have never run into the mob. But at the same time, if that did happen and Joey was dead, which I don't think he is, I highly doubt Joey's dead. But that'll explain why Vito might go and find Lincoln. But Lincoln might go and find Vito if it is his father and his father's dead. He might go and find Vito and see if he knows what happened to his father. I also think that what could possibly happen is that Joey, if something like that was to happen, then what would probably happen would be that Joey might end up trying to turn against Vito, and that Vito might end up asking Lincoln Clay to take him out, and Lincoln might go and take him out, but then realise that it's his father. That's happened. But there's quite a lot of conspiracy in how. Well, I don't think that Joey is Lincoln Clay's father, because loads of reasons, right? One being it's very far-fetched, because when you think about it, coming from one universe, well, not coming from one universe, coming from one town, so going from New York straight to New Bordeaux, because Lincoln Clay, like at the very start, Lincoln Clay was born in New Bordeaux. He was raised there and born there. Two, how would we find out this anyway? Like, you wouldn't find out if it was anyway, I don't think, because it wouldn't be like, hey up, Lincoln, you're my kid. It just wouldn't happen. I also have a small theory, a very small conspiracy theory in the back of my head, that what I think could happen on Mafia 3, and this is a prediction I think that might happen, is you might go all the way through going to kill Sal, and you might kill Sal. Well, Sal or whoever the main bad guy is. I can't remember who the main bad guy is. My bad. But whoever the main bad guy is. And then what might happen is Vito might go to betray you. Or like we already know that you can kill certain people if you don't, like certain lieutenants, if you don't give them what they need. So like if you don't give Burke enough of his territory, then what'll happen will be Burke will turn against you, which probably happened in the same with Vito. And that's why if you see what looks like Lincoln Clay a bit upset in the trailer when he's killed someone, it might be that he's killed Vito. But the producers already said that one way or another we'll find out what happens, like what's happened to Joey anyway. And so there won't be any loose ends. So what could happen is Joey could be assigned to kill Lincoln and not realise that Vito's there. Because he could have shot his way out of the car. Like, spoilers if you haven't played Mafia 2, but what happens is your car separates and you don't know what happens to him. He just ends like, your car separates and he goes, "I'm sorry kid, he wasn't part of the deal," and then just boom, that's it. End of the game. So it could be that he survives, because we already know he had a pistol with him. It should have... That's taking him to... Well, we don't know whether it's taking... Well, I don't think I know where it's taking him to. But if I had to guess, so it's taking him to... What's it called? The person that killed... The person that him and Vito went to kill. Because they killed... what's his name? I can't remember because it's been quite a long time since I played Mafia 2. At the same time though, like, I want to believe that he's alive for the sake, but no, let me take that back, right? I know he's alive now because they said that, like I said, the people, like the producers and all that, people that make the game have said that one way or another we'll find out Joey's fate, and that Vito doesn't know. Because Vito will find out at the same time we find out, which was 12 to 13 years later when we're in New Bordeaux, by the sounds of it. But what I reckon, but the only way that you'll know, but the only way that you'll really know is because, like, the only way you'll find out is if he physically sees Joey, because Joey goes to kill him or Joey goes after him, or knows about Vito being in New Bordeaux, or he sees Joey or goes to visit Joey or whatever happens, yeah. Or if Leo, maybe because if Leo goes to betray you, then you might decide after you kill the main bad guy, or before you kill the main bad guy, you might end up turning against Leo, because he could have tried to kill you and whatnot. So that could happen, and then Leo could tell you about them. You could say something like, "You and Joe was always troublemakers, and the damnest thing is I won't see any. Well, won't be here for any of you to see any of you be killed." And then Vito could say something, I don't know. But yeah, you get the idea. Right, so that's basically my opinion. So I reckon Joey is alive, because it wouldn't be so much of a deal. Like every time, like they keep giving subtle hints that we'll find out what happens to Joey, and you wouldn't do that if he just dies, would you? You'd have like one thing like that, like one little question, like one off what's his name, off Vito. You'd have one little cutscene or something, which is how they could actually show us. So they could show us like a cutscene where you're going to meet Vito, and at Vito's, knock on the door of Vito's is Joey. Or something like that. But you wouldn't, if you get what I mean, you wouldn't make a bunch of speculation about it if it turned out that Joey was dead. Like, there would have been so many people saying that he's alive if he was dead. And the game studios wouldn't be making a big deal out of it either, because they just say like constantly, they're like chucking in hints at this and that. Like, for example, a hint is like them saying that even Vito doesn't know what's happened to Joey until 12 to 13 years later. That's pretty much positively saying Joey's alive. It's got to say that Joey's alive, because why else would it be until 12 to 13 years later? He disappeared. So anyway, yeah, that's basically, if it was 12 to 13 years later, so when we're in New World, and Joey just got killed, then you know his fate straight away. They wouldn't make a big speculation about it, saying that this and that. Anyway, that's my speculation. Tell me what you think happened to Joey if you want, because I'd be intrigued either way. And yes, I know I know GTA 5 has nothing to do with Mafia 3 or 2, or any of the Mafias, but it's the closest thing we've got to on PS4. So yeah, subscribe, like, whatever, do whatever you want, mate. I don't care.